I don't even want to say believe. I know, according to science, that if you are not black, you are not a human being. You are only 93% human being, 7% Neanderthal. And so I wanted to correct that because the question that you asked me, if I initially just answered it, it sounded hateful. So at one point in my life, I may have been running and gunning in underneath that 5%er mentality.
So
that rhetoric, yes.
So you, if I'm hearing you correctly, you think that non-black people are not humans.
I don't think that. That was published in a 2011 edition of Microbiology and Evolution. It was also confirmed by multiple college professors that if you are not of descent of that mitochondrial Eve gene, or you are not a descent of the African female gene pool, you are only 93% human being, 7% Neanderthal.
What is a Neanderthal?
Okay, a Neanderthal, right? When we speaking in context of, I have to say human beings, even
though, you know, some people surprise me on how much they're retarded.
Everybody is not considered a human being, considering the science, okay? A Neanderthal humanoid specimen would be a humanoid entity which has branches of its DNA linked to canine and primate genes, aka dog and monkey genes. So let me give science.
Make a long story short, because we don't have all day.
A Neanderthal is a human which has monkey DNA.
And that's amazing to me. Is it true that you describe God? Oh, let me ask, do you smoke pot?
No, I don't. I'm on parole.
You on parole?
Yes, sir.
What'd you do?
I was allegedly charged with being in criminal possession of a firearm.
Not surprised.
But you don't smoke pot?
No, I'm on parole.
Because you're on parole, you cannot smoke right now.
Well, I'm on parole. I fly a very straight wing. I did 3.5 years in a prison, 5 years on post. I've done 4 years straight, no problems.
And so once you're off parole, will you go back to...
This explains a lot.
Smoking pot?
Well, once I'm off parole, what do you mean go back? Who said I was smoking pot before?
And did you smoke before you were...
I used to be a heavy drinker.
Oh, okay.
I was living a street life.
So have you described God as still being his lower self? Do you describe God as still being his lower self?
In a religious sense, I do believe that the God is in what you would call his lower self, due to him, killing, a minimum of 2.8 million people on this planet, a maximum of 28 million. He also stated that he was a jealous God. Jealousy is a lower thought form and a lower form of emotion. He chose to impregnate a 12-year-old because Virgin Mary was 12 years old in order to sacrifice his only begotten son for sin that he created. Meanwhile, never told his son why he was being
he said so many wrong things that is actually incredible. First of all, picking up verses without the context and randomly is stupid as much as your mindset. Second of all, obviously the Virgin Mary was not 12, as she was, like you said, a virgin, so she didn't have a physical contact with no one. Jesus Christ came into flesh by the Spirit of God, and nothing happened to Mary. You mentioned Islam. One of the few things you got right is that they believe Jesus was born by a virgin too, So what the fuck are you talking about? Another thing, you said, well, it's a jealous God. Jealousy is a lower... Shut the fuck up. God is a jealous God because he cares about his people. Jealousy for your family, it means you just care about them. If you look at the context and not 2 words of the verse, he's a jealous God because he cares about Israel, not Israel of nowadays. Obviously, he's taking verses of the Old Testament, the New Testament. This guy is just mixing all up. But that verse is talking about the God of the Old Testament, and he said he was a jealous God because he cared about the tribe of Israel that now is the church. And who are you to judge God? What are you talking about? You just said non-black people are not humans. Shut up.
Excuse me. Why he was being sacrificed. This is why Jesus asked, why have you forsaken me? So I believe that God is a negligent parent.
And another thing, He just said he sent his son and the son didn't know. Jesus Christ is eternal. Jesus Christ is God. Okay, he came to earth. It was prophesied throughout all the Old Testament that the Messiah was coming. That's why the Jews of nowadays are still waiting for the Messiah. Jesus Christ came. He is the Messiah. He is the God in the flesh. And he even said it himself before he got crucified. And look at this, because you don't know anything. You just throw verses around. From that time, Jesus began to show his disciples that he must go to Jerusalem and suffer many things from the elders and chief priests and scribes, and be killed and be raised on the third day. This was before he got crucified. So he even said it himself. And obviously, being God in the flesh, do you think he didn't know? What is wrong with you? He always knew. He is eternal with the Father and the Holy Spirit. This guy doesn't know anything.
If he is real, and that he definitely exists in his lower self.
So you believe that God is in a fallen state like humans are?
Probably worse, but yes.
Wow.
Amazing. Were you raised by your father and mother?
No, I was not.
Who were you raised by?
Family members.
Well,
Obviously.
where were your father and mother?
Well, I was taken from my mother at birth. My father didn't even know he had a son until he was 13. So I was adopted, and then I went from one place to another place to another place to street life. And then, certain events took place. I went to prison. I got out of prison, continued to evolve myself psychologically, managed to build a beautiful
Bro, you didn't evolve. You devolved. You became a fucking
platform, based upon my mind and my spiritual state. And now I'm here talking to you.
And how did your father find out at 13? When you were 13, how did he discover you?
Well, to my knowledge, somebody told him he had a son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we went and got that DNA test. It was confirmed, and then I met him a couple times, and then that was it.
So you're still not close to him?
No, my father passed.
Oh, you did? Do you really? It's been said that you believe that the black woman is God. So do you really believe that the black woman is God?
From my understanding that I just laid, which I'll give again quickly, yes.
Lord.
Once again, God is the highest extent of the mind.
And you don't smoke pot, right?
No, I don't. But
have you ever been near pot?
From my understanding, of course I've been near pot. What you mean? I got charges on my criminal record for pot. I've been near pot. This is America. If you walk on the ground and you walk on the soil,
why do you have charges on your criminal record for pot if you didn't smoke pot?
Because when I was younger, I lived a very difficult life.
So when you were younger, did you smoke pot?
No, I didn't. I don't know.
You were selling pot?
I'm not gonna answer no shit like that on the air. You come on, I'm gonna go fire with you, Jesse, but I ain't gonna jump off that cliff. All right, but
and so you believe that the black woman is God?
Yes, I believe that the mind, the creator, consciousness, whatever you want to call it, in regards to planet Earth, when it first created humanoid life, it is undisputable that black women were the first humanoids on the planet Earth. So when that consciousness decided to
undisputable by who?
Experience physical reality from what we perceive to be a human experience, it chose to experience reality from the organism or organism-based perspective of what we call a black woman. So if Earth was a courtroom and God was the judge, the black woman would be the attorney or the representative of God. She was the first physical form that the creator chose to take in regards to having a humanoid experience.
And so the black woman is in a fallen state. She's operating from her lower self.
I wouldn't put the weight of the shoulders on her. I would say planet Earth period right now is in a fallen state.
How about the black woman?
Well, she's included in that, so yeah.
She's in a fallen state.
We all are in a fallen state of consciousness.
But that's the only thing I agree with you about. Do you believe that you can overcome that?
Yes.
Okay. So the black woman has a chance of overcoming the fallen state?
She has a chance only in her individual capacity. Outside of what she could do for herself, she doesn't have a chance if we all don't come together as organisms on the planet Earth.
So if you believe that the black woman is God, if you believe that the black woman is God, who is the black man?
Well, we all are one. Let me give you an example. A black man is an XY chromosome. A Y chromosome is an XX chromosome minus 2.8% of his own genetic mass.
I don't know about
What the fuck are you talking about? A white man is an XX chromosome. This guy's a
the chromosome, but I want to know if you believe the black woman is God, who is the black man?
We're God too. You got the same skin as your mother. We actually have female skin. So the reason that I'm giving you this understanding is because you asking me this question with the psychological premise of duality when there is no duality. There's only oneness. The son is a different biological form of his mother. So
are you a man or a woman?
According to scientific terminology and our perception, I'm a man. I'm a woman without a womb. Woman is womb man. I'm just a man. I don't have a womb. So I'm an XX chromosome. It's like, let me give you an example.
Shit.
It's like Pokemon. You got Pikachu, then Pikachu evolved into Raichu. So is Raichu not Pikachu? Hell yeah, they still the same person. It's just different forms.
This guy is literally crazy.
So
you are a woman?
I mean, if you want to ask me that question and I had to answer that scientifically, I would be a woman minus 2.8% of her own genetic mass, as would you.
Did the woman come from the man or the man? In the very beginning, did the woman come from the man or did the man come from the woman?
The man comes from the woman.
So did God create the man or who was created from God?
So hold on. Who holds the seed of life? Men do. You know? Without a man, you cannot get pregnant. So what are you talking about? How can a man be born by a woman if there is no man? Obviously this guy doesn't believe in Adam and Eve's story. I can clearly tell. Without the man and the seed, a woman can't do it. Like a man can do it without a woman. But this guy claims the black woman is God, you know? So he thinks the black woman created out of nothing the black man, obviously, right?
The man or the woman?
Well, I don't believe in religion. I don't believe God created anybody.
So I see. You don't believe God created the man and then he created the woman from the man body?
No. That allegory of Adam created Eve is all Freemasonic and it's metaphysical. Adam is actually speaking towards atoms being, the subparticles which create physical reality. And Eve's rib is actually talking about the mitochondrial Eve gene. And the reason it's referred to as a rib is because DNA looks like a rib cage when you twist it up. So Eve being created.
The only one twisting is you, because the Bible is clear. You're just twisting his narrative.
Created from Adam is actually Freemasonic undertones speaking towards the mitochondrial Eve gene being by atoms.
Are you going back to jail?
Listen, hell to the no. Hell to the no. What kind of question?
Yeah, I think you should be locked in an asylum because you clearly distort everything about the Bible, about science. Everything is literally a giant delusion created by you. And obviously it's all woke, Black Lives Matter ideology, Hebrew Israelites, this kind of stuff. They just distort scripture to fit their own false narrative. So please guys, let me know in the comments what you think. I believe this guy is just insane. Christ is King. God bless you.